Hey, what's going on, guys? We're going to come back with another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at my week 10 predictions. I went 10-4, which is pretty good. And we're going to be taking a look at my week 11. So let's take a look at my week 10, seeing which games I got wrong. First game that I got wrong was Carolina versus Saints. That one was, a crazy game, and I really think that, you know, that was like just an upset, and I don't think a lot of people saw that. Next game, I got Jacksonville winning over Houston, which I thought, Houston, yes, they have an amazing defense. But I think with the way Jacksonville was playing, and I think I called this before Brian Thomas was out, so that changed a lot of the momentum. But Houston's defense definitely won that game for them. Next up, Buffalo versus Miami. This was a huge upset. Miami wasn't looking the best this season, and this shifted on how I think Miami can play this season. And the next one, Cleveland versus Jets. The Jets I thought just had a lucky win the previous week, but didn't seem that way. I was able to get the win. Okay. Next up, let's take a look at this week's predictions. First game we got this week, crazy week. Jets coming off with 2 wins. Patriots looking really good this season, but I still got Patriots winning this game. New England's just been looking so good, and the Jets, with all the losses and now without Garrett Wilson this week, I think it's an easy win for New England. Next, we got Washington versus Miami. I got Miami winning. Washington, I just don't believe that Washington will be able to win this game with the amount of injuries that have occurred to this team and the way that Miami has been playing in the past couple of weeks. Really, they've been just looking pretty solid in the past couple of weeks and just have shown a lot. Next up, we got Carolina versus Atlanta. Again, this game could go either way. I really feel like, because if Carolina plays up to their potential, it's a win for them. But Atlanta's like, we'll be good against bad. Like, we keep every game close. That's how Atlanta's been playing this season. They keep every game close, where it's like really hard to tell if they're actually going to win or lose. Next up, we got Tampa Bay versus Buffalo. I think this was in Tampa Bay. I'm going with Tampa, but this is in Buffalo. I think Buffalo can win this game against this Tampa Bay team. Next up, we got Chargers versus Jacksonville. I think with Jacksonville, with the injuries to that team and everything, and even though Brian Thomas is returning this week, I just don't see him playing that big of an impact for this team. And this Chargers team has been looking really good. Yes, they're missing Joe all for the rest of the season, but I think, even without that, yes, he's their starting left tackle, and that's considered the most important position for this offense. Yes, we have the quarterback, but it's better to have a good offensive tackle, because without a good offensive tackle, this team would be horrible. But I think this team would be able to take this win over Jacksonville. Next up, we got Chicago versus Minnesota. I got Chicago winning. Minnesota has been looking good this season, and but I just feel like Chicago, if they play gritty football like they do, and if Caleb Williams is able to evade the defenders like he was able to do last week against the Giants, not getting sacked once, which is good. Against Dallas Turner, it's definitely going to help this team win very easily. Next up, we got the Giants versus Green Bay, playing in MetLife. If this was playing in Green Bay, it's still going to go to Green Bay, but I think it'd be more dominant towards Green Bay if they were playing in Green Bay, because Giants can't run the ball. A lot of injuries to their team, and Jameis Winston is starting. And without Malik Nabers, I think this Giants team with Jameis Winston at quarterback isn't the best, because Jameis Winston's the type of quarterback that says, screw it, I'm going to throw the ball, and somebody's down there, somebody's going to catch it. And that's not the situation that you want to be in without your number one receiver or your best catching back being out. So I think that that's going to play a huge role into the way Green Bay is going to win. Next up, we got Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh. I don't remember if Burrow's playing. I heard that he was coming back soon. I don't know if it's this week. And now with Pittsburgh now has Will Howard coming back, so they do have potential to just put him in if Rodgers isn't looking good. And I think the last time they played, it was super close. I just feel like Pittsburgh can pull this win out. They love to get gritty at the end of the season and just pull out crazy wins. Next up, we got Houston versus Tennessee. I think Tennessee's just been looking awful this season, and I just feel like this is an easy win for Houston. Houston's defense will just take advantage of the rookie quarterback in Ward. I just feel like they'll just take advantage of him and just make him, make his week a living hell. Next up, we got San Francisco versus Arizona. I think San Francisco is going to take the win here. This could be a flip up, but a lot of the players, a lot of the good receivers for San Francisco have been out, and I think a lot of that is a huge problem. You got Marvin Harrison out. One of the other receivers out. I think next year might be a big year for Arizona, but I don't think that this year's going to be it. And I think that that's going to be a huge stepping stone is next year. But the San Francisco team can play good when they need to. Next up, we got Seattle versus Los Angeles Rams. I got Rams winning. I know this is like crazy, but I just feel like they're playing at SoFi Stadium, and I just feel like that's going to play a huge role into San Francisco winning. And I think the next time they play each other in Seattle, I think Seattle's going to win unless some severe injury happens. But and this is also Cooper Cup's return game back to play against the Rams. So I feel like this is going to play a huge role. So I just feel like San Francisco, Los Angeles Rams are just going to take the win over this Seahawks team, but it's going to be a close one. Next up, we got Baltimore versus Cleveland. If Baltimore plays the way that they've been playing when Lamar is back, this is an easy win for Baltimore, and I just see that. Next up, we got Chiefs versus Broncos. I got Chiefs winning. With the way the Chiefs play offensively, it's definitely going to be, they're going to take advantage of what is now a weakness in Denver's defense, because without Surtain, I think he's out for the season. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know if he's playing this week. I can't remember, but I think he's out for the season. So they're just going to take advantage of this, and Mahomes does really good against Denver. Yes, they're playing in Denver, but I just don't see Mahomes losing this game against the Broncos. Next up, we got Detroit versus Philadelphia. I got Detroit winning. Detroit has been looking really good recently, and Philly's just been having that iffy performance recently. Barkley isn't looking like the stud that he has been that he was the prior year. So I just don't see Philadelphia winning. They're not the leaders of the NFC anymore. And then next up, we got Dallas versus Las Vegas. I got Dallas winning. Las Vegas has just been looking really bad this season. Bowers is the only bright spot on that team. Myers is looking good also, but their defense is solid. But not having that quarterback with just Geno Smith being out. I don't know if Aiden O'Connell's taking over. I don't know if he's coming back. There's a lot going on in that Raiders room. It is definitely, like, in a sense, a rebuilding year. You have Genty, but the offensive line just needs to work a lot, and I think that's where they're going to take in the draft. But yeah, guys, that's my predictions for the for this week. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.